Hello, this is Lauren from FuturesTradingCompany.net, and this is a recap of our trades that we took on December 2nd, 2011, during the morning session. Uh, the market had been up pretty strongly. Then we had the jobs report and was starting to sell off a little bit here into the open. But I was looking, at least initially, for long trades. The first one we took came at 659, and I got the entry trigger here at 656, but I really was wanting not to get into the trade until we had the price breaking above the 89 exponential moving average, which it did. Then we got a nice little bit of a retracement, and then a break above this high, and that's where we took the trade. Got in the trade at 12,102. That was the actual entry on the trade. I'm sorry, 12,101. The high that we broke there was 12,100. So the entry was 12,101. We got our first two targets of 12,111 and 12,116. And then we were using a trailing stop. I was hoping to get a nice runner on this one, but it really didn't go as far as I was hoping. We were using a modified SAR, parabolic SAR stop, and my stop out was at 12,110. So a gain on that trade of 34 points. Our next trade came at 714. And that was after a pullback in price towards the 89 exponential moving average. We had a trigger form during this price bar and took the entry above the bar here, and we got in that trade at 12,123. Stop was placed below the last swing low at 12,102. We reached our first profit objective at 12,133. Price actually reached a high of 12,134. And then it pulled back, and you can see here, unfortunately, pulled back to our entry price at 12,123 and stopped us out of our last two contracts in the trade at break even. So only a 10-point gain on that trade. And then our next trade didn't come until 8:02. And as you can see, price action got a little choppy in here after that trade that we took at 714, chopping back and forth. JTM, HA alternating between blue, red, without much of a run in price. And that's the kind of price action that we avoid. That is really just a price action chop, and it's not something that you should be looking to trade. So price broke down below the 89 exponential moving average. Our JTHMA also broke down below the average, and at that point, a couple of our indicators for trend were now down. So our trend indicators were 2 up and 2 down. So I was looking to take trades in either direction based on the location of the price and the JTHMA in relationship to our 89 exponential moving average. So here we had price below, Price turned back up, tagged the 89 exponential moving average, had a nice rollover here on our JTMHA. I'm sorry, JTHMA, the Hall moving average, and took a entry right here on a turn back over, and the entry was at 12,099. My stop, I placed it above the prior swing high at 12,116. That turned out to be a very nice trade. Hit our first profit objective at 12,089. Our second profit objective at 12,084. So a total of 10 and 15 points. And then again, I was using the modified SAR Hall moving SAR moving average as my exit. My stop had been moved to 2 ticks here above this SAR, which was at 12,079. So my stop was at 12,081. Price never came up and stopped us out. The high was 12,078. So we were still in the trade. Price continued to move lower. Then we had again, the SAR continued to move down, and I moved my stop down 2 ticks above of this one. And so my stop was at 12,073. Price did go lower. It went down to a low of 12,057, and then came back against us and stopped us out at the 12,073. So on the final contract, a 26 point gain. So 10 points, 15 points, and 26 points on that particular trade for a total of 51 YM emini Dow points on our third trade of the morning. And that was all of the trading that we had during the morning session. We were getting pretty close to dead zone after that stop out, so I was not looking to take any more trades. And typically, I do not like to trade Friday afternoons. Price action can get a little choppy, and just not something that I like to trade. And I just scrolled over here real quickly to show you what's been happening. It's now this is the 12:08 time period right here. Pacific time. That's 3:08 Eastern, and as you can see, all during this period after the dead zone was over, Friday afternoon, you could have possibly traded this and scalped a few points long or short, but it's not the type of price action that is conducive to good trading, and that's why we typically do not trade on Friday afternoons. That's it for the week. We had a really good week. I had I think only 3 losses all week. So all in all, a very good trading week for us. Look forward to posting more charts next week when we start trading. And again, just to give you a heads up, we are working very hard on all the elements that are necessary to get our trading room, where we'll be calling these trades live for you, up and functional and running by the first of the year. Have a great weekend, and we will see you all next week.